everybody. Welcome back to the Mindful of You podcast. This is episode 44, Teenage Dream. So I was looking at my past episodes a little bit to try and see what I've already talked about, what I could talk about, and I noticed I hadn't done a song recap in a while, so I decided I wanted to talk about the song Teenage Dream. No, not by Katy Perry, by Olivia Rodrigo. So this song came out beginning of September. It's on her new album Guts. It's not going to be everybody's jam, but I really like the album and I especially like this song. So I wanted to recap the song. It's going to be a little different than other ones because it's almost like my advice for Olivia Rodrigo, because I'm going to talk a little bit more about what I would tell her based off of these lyrics, rather than so much about the lyrics and what they mean to me, like I've done with other songs. So it's going to be a little bit different, but really beautiful song, pretty short. So check it out after you listen to the podcast, and it's super beautiful. So it starts with, when am I going to stop being wise beyond my years and just start being wise? When am I going to stop being a pretty young thing to guys? When am I going to stop being great for my age and just start being good? When will it stop being cool to be quietly misunderstood? So we can kind of see she's got a common theme going here. She's concerned about basically growing up. I'll blow out the candles. Happy birthday to me. Got your whole life ahead of you. You're only 19. But I fear that they already got all the best parts of me. And I'm sorry that I couldn't always be your teenage dream. This is really beautiful. If you listen to her sing it, it's a lot more heartbreaking than it is just listening to me like read the words. But it just makes me think of the feelings of not regret, but almost longing that I still have occasionally for when I was younger, like for when I was living with my parents and like I was just a kid and I just had my friends and high school and everything. And I think that she expresses it really beautifully. Verse 2, when does wide-eyed affection and all good intentions start to not be enough? When will everyone have every reason to call all my bluffs? And when are all my excuses of learning my lessons gonna start to feel sad? Will I spend all the rest of my years wishing I could go back? And then it ends with, they all say that it gets better. It gets better the more you grow. Yeah, they all say that it gets better. And then it kind of just fades out. So like I said, it's a pretty short song. But it made me think about how much, and I hate to say this because Olivia's literally pointing it out, but how much better life gets as I've gotten older. And that's something that my parents have expressed to me before too, that a lot of times it just gets better. It also gets harder because more responsibility is hard, and you have more challenges. And the older you get, the older other people get, and you might start to lose some of the people you love, which is really difficult. My sisters and I have kind of a joke / sad truth that we really dislike the circle of life, despite how beautiful The Lion King might make it sound. It's not my favorite reality when it comes to life. I would rather not lose anybody ever, even if it's just temporarily. So, but it's very true that the older I get, the more lessons I do learn, the stronger I get, the more confident I get, the more comfortable I get in my own skin, the more I don't feel the need to impress other people, and the more I just want to be happy, and I want the people I love to be happy, and I just want to give to them. But I think this feeling here is really interesting. It's almost like she's panicking about getting older because then people will have a reason to judge her. I think right now she's like, well, I'm young and people know that, so I have like a little bit of an excuse to mess up, to make mistakes. But she can take comfort in knowing that there's no age limit to mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes up until literally any age. I still plan on it, and I know I have made a lot of mistakes even since I was 19. And then this is what's another line that's interesting to me. But I fear that they already got all the best parts of me. Oh my gosh. Ain't no way, girlfriend. Ain't no way. I mean, even as far as just like the music industry goes, like Taylor Swift, I know a lot of people are tired of hearing about her, but I think she started music when she was like 15, 16, 17, around that age. And I think she's my sister's age, so I think she's like 33 now. And like, she's not even freaking done, and she just became a billionaire, and like she has given so much to the industry, so much to young girls, and like has freaking changed the world. So I do not think Olivia is done. And the thing is like those are just the visible things I've seen out of Taylor Swift, and like the real thing she's gonna give, like not real, like everything she's given is real, but what I mean is even more meaningful to her probably is stuff I haven't even seen. Like, and I think the case is true for Olivia as well. I thought it was really cool. I watched an interview with her, and she's young, like she says in the song. I think she's like 20, and she mentioned something like, well, when I have kids, and like 20 is like, especially out of like LDS culture, like 20 is pretty young to even think about having kids. And I don't think she's saying like, oh, I'm going to have kids in the next 2 years or whatever. But I think she's just saying like, she's planning on having children. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like you're going to love that. Like, and you're going to give so much to those kids one day. And like, so if you're young, or if you're not young, I don't think that there's ever a point in life that it's like, well, that was it. Especially if you believe that life continues after death. I mean, there's only going to be more that we learn, more ways we grow, more ways that we give to others. And the whole time, it's perfectly normal and okay to be making mistakes, not just as a teenager. And so I just really love that song, and I just wanted to share a short message with you guys this week. So thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch you next week.